Good morning, everybody. So, what is today's date? 2018? September 12th. Oh, today is September 12th. Whatever increases you by looking September 12th, you become fast. What's the reason? Okay, in Nepali calendar, it says 2081, Bhadra 27th, or day before your grandchildren's day. I think this time they are going to make it more memorable one, right? I don't know what type of program they have done. Yesterday I was checking the songs. Songs were there, tracks were there. Anyway, today there is presentation from Newton Group. Before that, let's discuss here what are we talking about. What are we talking about? Children, we are talking about the chapter basic components of. Okay, see here. These all are ICT devices, and we are familiar with them also. And internet, Wi-Fi, email. Yeah, they are GPS. What is the full form of GPS? Global positioning system, right? And there were other things also in satellites. So some orbit was there. Okay, I'll just show you some. Yeah, LEO, low Earth orbit, MEO, medium Earth orbit, and GEO, geostationary orbit. Especially satellites are kept in geostationary orbit so that they can revolve around the Earth in the time equal to the rotation time of the Earth, so that they will remain in the same place. But our Nepal sat does not remain at one place only; it just goes around the Earth. How much time does it take to go around the Earth? Just 90 minutes. Within 90 minutes, completes one round. How fast, right? Okay, so sorry. Yeah. Why not? And it is there. For that is kept. So, children, yesterday it was discussed about this one. Remember these full forms like GLONASS. What is the full form? Global Navigation Satellite System. Then next one is GPS, that is European Union Galileo Positioning System. Chinese Compass Navigation System. So Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. It means country-wise it differs. Indians, what is that? RNSS, Regional Navigation Satellite System. Chinese CNS, Compass Navigation System. Okay, these are some satellites. In telecommunication, okay, this is a system. What is communication? Process of exchanging information between two or more persons or devices. In devices also it can be, right? So nowadays, can we talk with your relatives face to face or not? That is also a kind of telecommunication where there is video facility. And here are the things. What are the basic components, basic elements? Data, raw facts to be communicated. Sender, device used to send the data. Medium, path through which the sender makes communication to the receiver. Receiver, this is a device which receives the data sent by the sender. Protocol, this is a set of rules that are followed by the sender and the receiver to make communication possible. So, here is computer, sending computer system and equipment one. Signal goes there, and here is medium. There is communication device, and here medium for signal. Actually, signal, how many types of signals are there? Do you know how many types of signals are there? There are two types of signal. One is analog signal, another is digital signal. So these, in case of this telecommunication, they use digital signal. What is that? Digital signal. So It must be transferred in the form of digits, and we can get it. So okay, so today's presentation is mainly done by our great gurus Newton. So who is going to present today? All members are going to present. Okay, please call all the members at once. Three are present today. Oh, who is missing? You are also there. Why did you go that side? Come here. Okay. So AARINA, GUBHAJU, DIPAK, BOHARA, ARUSH, KHADGI, and ASHWIN, SHRESTH. Please. Now the floor goes to you. Yes, for you. Everybody, now
I will call you.
take your turn. How they are doing. How is sitting master Bhushan? How are you? Please pay attention what the presenter is going to present. Okay? Class become noisy. How she become health? Yes.
Namaskar and very well. Good morning to you all. As you all know, it's me AARINA GUBHAJU from grade 9 standing in front of you all to present presentation from the topic Information and Communication Technology. I am from group Newton, and here is a saying by Newton that errors are not in the art but in the artificers. And saying this, I like to start my presentation.
Wow. Any time also they were left. Good. Maybe not good.
Basic components of telecommunication. The essential components of telecommunication system are information input transducer, transmitter, channel, receiver, and output transducer. In telecommunication, there are also various essential components which are important for performing, which are important to proceed telecommunication. And here is a figure of it, and transmitter where there is information source, and through analog to digital conversion, encoding, modulation, multiplexing, and multi-access is done. Then channel transmission medium, and multiple access, demultiplexing, demodulation, decoding, and digital to analog conversion is done, which from which the information user is a receiver. And here is a detail of it. Information, data in form of text, sound, video. Information can be the data which are in the form of text, sound, and video. And input transducer. Input transducer means input device such as microphone and keyboard through which we can provide information. And transmitter, electronic device to send data in waves. Transmitter are those devices which helps to transmit all the data which we want to send to next user in form of waves. And channel, it is a media to transfer data such as wires and waves. And receiver, device that receives and converts in readable form, etc. Receiver can be defined as those devices that receives and converts it into readable form for the receiver. And output transducer, output devices that present data in users in understandable form is known as output transducer. Saying this, I like to ask my next group member to continue it.
Oh my God, what a lovely presentation, right?
Namaskar and very warm good morning to you all. Respected our science teacher and my dear friends. Today I am here to presenting about ICT, chapter ICT, and some portion about it. Now, without delay, I would like to start my presentation. My topic is to explain about modulation and demodulations. The first one is modulation. Modulation is the process of converting data into radio waves by adding informations to electronic or optical wave by the adding information to an electronic or optical carrier signals. So, modulation is the process of converting data into radio waves by adding the informations to an electronic or optical carrier signals. Or carrier signal is one with a steady waveforms and constant height or amplitude and frequency, and modulation is the usually applied to electromagnetic signals and radio waves, lasers, optics, and computers networks. This and modulations can be even be applied to a direct current, which can be treated as a degenerate carrier wave with a fixed amplitude and frequency of 0.0 Hertz. And next topic is to demodulations. Demodulations is extracting the original informations bearing signal from a carrier wave, and that means that demodulation is the process of extracting the original informations and by bearing the signal from a carrier wave. Or demodulators is an electronics current or computers program in softwares that define the radio that is used to recover the informations constant from the modulate carrier wave. And by saying this much, I would like to end my presentation. Thank you. Presentation, I would like to call AARUSH KHADGI.
Front away. He is there in a bus. We don't learn it. Hi, ASHWIN. ASHWIN, brother, spectacle bigger.
Yes.
Namaskar and very warm good morning to our respected science teacher and my dear friend. As you all know, I am Ash Khadi from Group Newton, standing to explain some portion of chapter 13 ICT, amplitude modulation.
Come on.
Amplitude modulation is a modulation technique where the amplitude of a carrier varies depending on the information signal. This helps them to travel to a long distance. The distance traveled by amplitude modulation is much greater than the frequency modulation. Frequency modulation. In this modulation, the frequency of the carrier wave is modified according to the signal that carries information. The radio signals have a larger bandwidth than amplitude modulation radio signals, which helps to offer much better sound quality than AM. Now here are some differences between amplitude modulation and frequency modulation.
Wow.
In amplitude modulation, only the amplitude of the carrier wave is changed. In frequency modulation, only the frequency of the carrier's wave is changed. Amplitude modulation has a poor sound quality. Frequency modulation has a higher bandwidth with better sound quality. Amplitude modulation is more liable to noise, and frequency modulation is less liable to noise. By saying this much, I would like to conclude my portion and call my
Namaskar and very warm good morning to you all, respected science teacher and all my dear friends. As you all makes me Ashwin standing in front of you to present my presentation, and my presentation goes like this. My first topic is Internet as a modern communication tool. Information technology and its way of working and changing and upgrading with the technology of computer, smartphone, and the internet. Nowadays, we can Nowadays, we cannot only make an audio call from the telephone, but with the help of internet through a mobile phone, we can make audio or video internet call. We can send electronic mail, email instead of letters or fax. Email is faster as well as more reliable and cheaper too. People read online news instead of newspaper using the internet. The news is flashed in the local media as soon as the incident takes place. Instead of cable television, we can watch television using the internet that works with the help of IPTV Internet Protocol television. The audio or video quantity of IPTV is much better than the cable television. These are some examples of the using internet with modern technology for communication and information. By saying this much, I would like to conclude my presentation.
What a great presentation from Newton. Actually, Newton was born during the time of Queen Elizabeth I. So during his time, the British rule was under the hand or power of Elizabeth I. Recently, Elizabeth II died, right? The gap is near about 400 years. I remember. So Newton was born in 1642, and he propounded laws of motion, laws of gravity, and remained one of the most famous scientists of the world, right? He was mathematician, he was physicist, he propounded some formulae also. Okay, so the first presentation was of which one? AARINA's, right? AARINA's presentation was it? ICT. Actually, we are communicating the person. Errors are not in the art, but in artificers. Means because of errors, we can do something great. So in our work, there must be error. Then new thing will come. No? Without error, new thing will not come. Isaac Newton, but we call him Sir because he got the title Sir from Elizabeth. And what was there? Let's see once again. So here are essential components of telecommunication. What are they? One is information, input transducer, transmitter, channel, receiver, and output transducer. When you upload some photo from a mobile, your mobile is input device, but others' mobile is output device. Again, your device also acts as output device. After uploading, again, can you see there or not? Earlier, there was a system of fax. Fax was that system in which we could print the document in another place, just in There must be fax machine in both the places. Keep the document in one fax machine, and same document could be printed in another fax machine with the help of this telecommunication. There must be telephone and same thing printing. Nowadays also, you have got computer, I have got computer. So if our computers are connected, then I can print the document from your computer also. There are some applications, I don't know you do you use or not, like Team Viewer. What is that? Team Viewer, AnyDesk. So if so, hello, listen. AnyDesk, ANYDESK. So if you are connected in AnyDesk, then either you or I can see what is in your computer also. Everything we can modify also. See, technology is that much advanced. But we are fond of using Instagram, TikTok, Messenger, and Instagram. I know what is the next one? Facebook, which destroy ourselves. We have to find out the good things of internet and implement. So remember, your chat also, we have so many chats are there, right? Transmitter. So see here, transmitter, it inputs the device, means signal in the form of analog, and receiver, it also receives in the form of analog and changes into digital. See, are here digital, sir? Uh, So information input transmitter, transmitter, channel, receiver, output transmitter. So we have got router. Router also acts as a connector. Yes or no? Either it may receive the signal or it may act as sender. Input transmitter or output transmitter. We can do this one. And Newton's laughter was very dangerous one. Now next presentation was from Deepak, Deepak side, right? Deepak said mainly two things. What are they? Modulator and modulator. So what is modulation? First here. What is the definition of modulation? Process of converting data into radio waves by adding information to an electronic or optical carrier signal. So there are different type of waves. Different type of rays are there, like gamma rays, X rays, radio waves, microwaves. Radio wave means their frequency is very low, wavelength is very high. They can travel long distance in short period of time, and they are not affected by many devices because their wavelength is long, so they can be transmitted easily. Uh, Modulation is the act of converting data into radio waves. And what is demodulation? Extracting the original information bearing signal from a carrier wave. We have to extract and get it. In which form it is there? Whether sound or video or text, anything. And who is here? Mainly ARUSH, he said two things. Amplitude modulation and what is next? Frequency modulation. Do you hear the FM or not? Kantipur FM or Image FM, Hits FM. FM, what is the full form? Frequency modulation. These FMs cannot be heard in long distances. Like Kantipur FM, if you go and try to hear in Wakut, you may not be able to hear. Because they do not travel long distances. But AM, amplitude modulation, they can be heard in long distances as well. Like these radios, like if you talk about Radio Nepal broadcasts its signals in two ways. One is FM, another is AM. FM for narrow area only, and AM for wider area. So if that signal is broadcasted from Kathmandu, actually they do not broadcast from here, they broadcast from especially one hill is there, Full Choki. Have you heard that? So there is tower of Nepal, Radio Nepal or Nepal television. So those towers are kept at high altitude so that signals can be transmitted easily. So if it is in the form of AM, it occupies wide area and can be heard long distances. Here are the differences between AM and FM. Differences between can be asked. Miss, what are writing there? Only amplitude of the carrier wave is changed. Here, frequency is changed. Poor sound quality. AM sound quality is poor, better sound quality, and it is more liable to noise. Means it produces more noise, sound like that, right? But it is less liable to noise. Means noise is not produced here. So clear sound comes. And last one, what did he say about internet as a modern communication system? See, whole world is under the hand of internet. We all are connected in internet, right? And we may live 4 5 hours without food, but whenever we reach home, everybody must use internet. So that's why how it is capturing us, you find out. For any purposes, to prepare your slide, to study, to find some new things, for entertainment, anything. Okay, thank you very much. These are the children. Here is given IPTV. Nowadays, we should not connect any cable for television. We can get television facility in internet only. Internet provider television. That is more qualitative also, and it does not happen. Okay, once again, thank you, Newton. In next period, next group is going to present. That is addition, right? Addition, so how they are going to do. And probably this chapter will be over on Sunday. Will that be okay? Yes. Tomorrow there will be coaching, why not? Coaching, but there will be discussion only. So tomorrow no presentation. All right? Okay, children. Now start reading once and then making notes. Ready? Come on. Ayun.